It's happiest hour somewhere. Cheers. Hey guys, I'm Jessi Malay from the blog My White Tea, and this is the Happiest Hour, where your favorite influencers come on, have drinks with me, and talk about their success in fashion, beauty, love, life, and tips for how to get you there too. And today I'm super excited because I have on one of my best blogger girls, best blogger friends, Racquel Natasha, the smoke show of Instagram. If you've seen her Instagram, you know this girl is gorgeous. And so she's going to teach us how to get that perfect skin and hair. She's going to talk about how she got started at all, because I know a lot of you want to know how to get this thing going. And she's also going to talk about her gypsy life, everything from growing up in Guyana, moving to Canada, and now life in LA and abroad. So stay tuned and welcome Racquel Natasha. What time is it? It's 3 p.m.
But like she said, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere, okay? And this is the happiest hour. Welcome. So I'm super excited because today I have my girl, Racquel. Racquel's what I call her,
yes.
But Racquel Natasha, for those of you who don't know. And she's one of my best friends in the game. She has like the most gorgeous Instagram feed. Every picture is to perfection. How do you do that?
Oh my God, I spend a lot of time editing.
Yeah.
And perfecting my photos. Sometimes it takes almost an hour to get my photo right.
It's worth it. It's worth it. How are you liking your drink?
It's good. It's tequila, of course. My favorite drink. My only drink of choice.
Yes. I know.
Either straight from the bottle, like a classy lady that I am, or like this.
We're having margaritas today on the rocks, guys. Keeping it classy for the happiest hour. So let's get into it. Tell me what you're wearing. Let's just start off with that.
This is actually from Lioness, which is a really adorable Australian line that I came across, and I'm really into stars right now. They're on my nails. They're on my earrings.
Oh my gosh. Where do you get these done? Because you always have the cutest little nail designs.
At this place downtown where I live close by called Nail Swag.
Nail Swag.
So my nails are always looking swag.
So good. Okay,
so this is Lioness. The jeans are Girlfriend Denim from Revolve, which I absolutely love. I live in their shorts. Their denim skirts. The jeans are like cut to perfection.
They're really, I'm wearing them too.
Yes.
I love their denim.
My shoes are Tony Bianco. Can you see?
And I have these shoes too, as you know.
And I copied her.
How good are these though? The clear heel and the mules and the nude, they're the perfect shoes.
And
right?
the accessories, this is Bobble Bar. And this is actually from a really cute British line called Wild Hearts. I kind of put all the stars together today.
Yeah. So let's just like take a step back and where are you from?
I was born in a super small country called Guyana in South America, and I moved to Toronto when I was 6 years old with my family, and I moved to LA about 5 years ago for school, so kind of been all over.
Yeah. So, okay, you moved here for school. What, for college, for fashion school?
Yeah, for a fashion school, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I went to FITM, downtown LA,
Oh.
yeah. I went there for 2 years to FITM, taking visual communications, and graduated, and then after that, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, because the major that I took was so broad. You could do anything. There was like styling, visual merchandising, set design, graphic design. I kind of took a little bit of a course in everything.
Yeah. I'm sure that's helped you so much now.
It has helped me so much because I actually built my like initial website by myself, watching tutorials, and I was following a lot of Swedish bloggers in Sweden. I was going to Sweden a lot because my ex-boyfriend was from Sweden, so I was just kind of like picking up on what they were doing and seeing how big it was there, and I don't think it really kind of took off here at the same time.
When you look back at your first photos.
God. My first outfit of the day photo. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Tell us a little bit about your mix.
Well, my dad's Portuguese.
That's where the light eyes come from.
That's where the light eyes, they actually come from my grandfather, because my mom, my dad, and my sister all have dark brown eyes, and I was like, Mom, are you sure I'm not from the milkman or something? I don't know. And my mom's actually half Chinese, half Indian. Yeah, like my grandfather's from Hong Kong, like my grandmother's from India. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm actually from Pickering, Ontario, which is 40 minutes outside of the city, and I always wanted to like be in the city and be downtown, and when I kind of got a feel of like that city life. I'm like, there's more. I just wanted to keep going. I never could really picture myself being there my whole life.
Right.
Yeah. So, but growing up in Canada was great.
Yeah?
Really multicultural, like lots of good food. I actually really miss that about Canada. The food is amazing. Like you can go to Little Italy, Greek town, Portuguese town, Chinatown. Like there's so many different cultures there.
Yeah.
It's like a mini New York for sure. Yeah.
I haven't been. Dying to go.
Yes, you got to come with me.
I know.
Yes,
I
she'll
definitely
have the best
wanna
time
go.
ever.
What was your best and your worst job before blogging?
Oh, my very first job actually was when I was 16, and I worked as a sales associate in a clothing store called Sirens. And then I actually was a receptionist at a car dealership. And then actually when I turned 19, which is like the legal age to drink in Toronto, I started bartending. I was bartending 4 or 5 years in the city, and I was like partying all the time. And then I was like, I can't do this forever. So I kind of set like an end date for myself. When I was 25, I was like, I am never going back to bartending. I was like, I cannot like do this for the rest of my life, because it's very easy to...
That's what I hear, because you make amazing money.
Because you make amazing money.
Nice, you have your days free.
Yeah, I mean, there's pros and cons to it for sure, but it was definitely like a stepping stone.
Okay, so I think what most girls want to know that are aspiring to be bloggers is, how do you get that start, Because I think no matter how great of quality photos you start posting, or, how much you really, really want to do it, it's kind of a mystery of how it works. How do you get this going as a career?
For me, I just started really talking about it first with all of my close friends and everything. And luckily enough, like people were always willing to be like, oh, I know this person, we'll put you in touch with this person. I had a friend who put me in touch with an influencer agency that was just starting out 2 years ago. Okay. So then I got put in touch with the agency, and I kind of just did like one-off things with them, and really tried to prove myself to them. And surrounding yourself with people who like want to help. Like I help my girlfriend out all the time, who has an amazing jewelry line, and you're wearing the stuff, and you're kind of just you're just putting it out there and kind of seeing what happens.
It all works better when we all help each other out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what it's all about.
I think collaborating I think too is really important. Like when we do stuff together, when we go on trips and stuff, it kind of builds this little community. So I think finding a solid group of people that you can
support system.
Yeah, that you can surround yourself with is like really great. And it really makes you doing what you love even better.
Totally. I agree with that. I love that. And I think that's what I love so much about this industry too. Like I come from music, and I came from a very like male dominated industry, and that's what I thrive on so much in blogging, because it's all like women,
so many women
by women, and
so much estrogen.
It is a lot of estrogen. So what were some of the biggest challenges you faced when you first started blogging, and what are some of the biggest challenges you still face today?
I think getting started with Instagram and like building a following was hard.
Yeah. Did you have any like Instagram strategy where you're like, oh, I have to hashtag all of these things, I have to post it this time and this time?
No, absolutely not.
Nothing.
There's nothing like that. Yeah. And like now it's like, it's crazy. There's like a whole schedule to everything.
Oh,
a certain time.
Tell them what you use, because you use like all these different apps to like find out your peak times. And, like, that stuff's really important.
It's super important. I use Iconosquare, which is great. It shows me a graph of my best posting times of the day and the week, and I'll show you when your followers are most engaged at what times, and all over the world, which is great.
So smart.
And another app is called Planoly. Do you use Planoly?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
But
app.
I need to.
Yes,
I need to.
You have it, but you don't use it. It's so great because you can actually look how your feed will go, and you can write out the caption of your photo and schedule it for a certain time, and it'll give you a reminder. What really kind of helped me also is working with great photographers.
Yes.
And really having an eye of who is going to match your style, and you kind of being a creative pair together, because if you produce great content, like people really pick up on it. Yeah. Especially brands.
Definitely.
No matter how big you are, because I was working with Seven for All Mankind and Guess, and I was like just 20,000 followers or something like that. Or smaller, and I think it's really important, finding a great photographer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have a great eye for that. I
Thanks.
feel like, you've started doing a little photography.
I did.
And yes, she's actually amazing. And she's really good at directing. Because when we were in the Bahamas, she was doing photos of me too, and she was like, lift your neck, arch your back,
get on the floor.
Yes.
Put more sand on you.
Yes. And you're so good at it because you have a really, really clear vision of what you want, the photo to turn out like. So that's, I think that really like translates into everything you do, your Instagram feed, your blog.
Yeah. Creating content is like my passion. I love it. It's like an art for me.
It is. So you started your blog out as mainly a fashion blog. I know you've been touching a lot on beauty, and now a lot, especially this year, on travel.
Yes.
So what is it about this gypsy life that you've been living that you love so much?
I think I've always been a gypsy at heart.
Yeah.
Always. I've always been traveling ever since I was younger, and travel's just a big part of my life. And seeing different things and cultures and stuff, it really, I don't know, it really does something to you, and it really kind of gives me a push in the creative
it does.
aspect of traveling, and I feel more cultured and I feel more whole.
So with all that traveling all the time, do you find time to date?
Absolutely not.
So dating life is just like
my dating life is not the best, I must say. I'm so involved in my work and my career and everything that comes second.
Do you want to meet someone?
Absolutely.
I do.
I'm still searching for that Mr. Right.
And
I'm only finding Mr. Right now. So.
Mr. Right Nows. I mean, hey, the Mr. Right Nows are lucky enough to.
They work. They do the job.
They get it done. Where do you see yourself kind of growing in the next 10 years? Do you want a family?
Yeah, I absolutely want a family. I want kids. Marriage isn't really super important to me. But I do want to find someone that I have a connection and chemistry with, and I want that commitment, And I want kids. So I definitely want that for sure. That's in the cards for you. It's in the cards for me. I hope.
It is. Blogging is all good and fun. It's amazing right now. Do you see it being your career for life, or do you kind of see yourself segueing into other things? Because you can grow this into a lot of things. You can become a designer. You can become a creative director for a brand. I mean, you can do anything you want, really, with this as a platform.
I'm actually gonna start to work on something on my own. I'm not gonna say just yet. But I'm working on something on my own, and I actually love interior decorating and design.
Yeah, you're really good at it too.
And my big thing is bargain shopping for furniture.
Oh my God, do a post on that. I want to know. I'm horrible at it.
It's all about finding things that are super affordable but making it look really expensive.
And you're amazing at that. I think from your personal style, from your fashion to how you interior decorate too, you're really good at that high and low mix.
You can't wear Chanel this and Chanel that, or a Gucci handbag with a Gucci belt and Gucci shoes.
It's a little overkill.
It's a little overkill.
Just expected.
I mean, I'll put a Forever 21 top with my Gucci bag.
I love that.
So mixing high end with low end is, I think, the best way to style.
So give us some of your beauty secrets. How can you accomplish that skin, that healthy hair? What do you do?
I've actually learned a lot of tips and secrets from my mom.
Okay.
And growing up in South America, actually, this whole coconut oil and everything became such a craze now. I have been using coconut oil since I was a little girl. On my skin, my mom puts it all over her body. I use it all over my skin, my hair. I use it to actually take off my makeup at night.
Smart.
Yes, it's the best makeup removal.
Not harsh.
So it's not harsh. So I use coconut oil and Vaseline to take off my makeup.
Okay.
And I use Vaseline on my lips a lot. Yes. And I think just using natural products, avocado oil is great, grapeseed oil. I think doing less is always more. My mom didn't allow me to dye my hair when I was younger. She didn't want me to, wax my eyebrows. She didn't want me to wear makeup. So I'm so thankful for that, because it really has helped my skin and my
Yeah.
hair. I actually don't dye my hair very often. I don't brush it very often either, and I don't use a lot of products.
Yeah.
And a lot of hair tools.
Yeah.
You kind of got to give your hair a break.
Yeah.
Especially. And even down to washing it. I don't wash it every day. Maybe like 2 times a week or something like that.
Yeah. So you keep it just natural.
Yeah,
That's the trick.
Yeah, the trick is natural. I know everyone thinks that doing all these things will like make it look better, but actually like I think the best beauty is your most natural self, and elaborate on like your imperfections.
Yeah,
you know?
I like
actually
that.
have like this cute little tip that I haven't done in a long time, and I was doing my makeup and I was like, oh, so I have like this mole on my face, and once I put like a little bit of like loose foundation, I'll like take a black eyeliner and I'll like make
you'll emphasize it more.
I'll emphasize my mole.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my little beauty mark, and I elaborate on it because like when you put foundation and stuff on, it kind of hides it, and I elaborate those things.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like I love when girls that have freckles, like let them show.
Let
I think
them
freckles
show.
are so cute.
Yeah.
And
so I used to do it a lot when I was like younger, and I was like, I haven't done this. I'm like, gonna film this today. I'm gonna put some
it's so cute.
elaborate my mole. Yeah.
I love that. I need to take that advice and let
I
my
have lots of pretty beauty marks.
I don't know if you'd call them pretty. I was going to talk about my hair. I need to let my fro out. I have the.
You need to take that weave out, girl.
I need to take that weave out. Let that fro go.
She's got pretty hair.
But I love that. I love that. Natural beauty is the
And I
best.
think giving your hair and your skin breaks from everything. Like if you don't have to wear makeup every day, don't do it.
Yes. So we're winding down now.
Yeah.
I want 3 tips you have
Ooh.
for other aspiring bloggers that like just want to get this thing going.
Okay, the first tip, which I mentioned before, is finding a really amazing photographer. I find different photographers that I think are best suited for certain brands because not
very smart.
Yes, because not the same photographer can shoot all brands,
Right.
you know what I mean, and do it right,
Right.
because each brand has their own personal style. So I try to change it up when I work with different brands. I pick the right photographers to go with that brand. So that's tip number 1. Photographer is so important. 2 is be yourself, and people obviously really pick up on that when you can be yourself.
Yeah, people can feel if you're being genuine or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if it's through photos and stuff, you can
Completely.
just feel like if it's forced or if it's not. Third tip. Consistency, which I should take for myself because I am not very consistent, especially on my blog. You know, I find it really hard, managing everything. Time management and being consistent, I think, is so important for blogging.
It really is. And I think a lot of people don't really understand all the different little aspects that go into the blogging lifestyle. Because it's not just the blog. It's the blog and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram,
everything,
and meetings and styling and finding your photographers
and editing.
Oh my God, how long does editing take?
A really long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will spend an hour or more just like editing one photo.
Yes.
And, and I think making it look effortless and like instant is like so important.
Yes. And that's so hard.
And it's really hard. Everyone's like, oh, you just take photos and throw them up on Instagram. Like, no, do you know how much time that goes into this damn photo?
And she, like I mentioned earlier, you have one of the like most beautiful, curated Instagram feeds.
Next to hers, because hers is like very white.
It is white.
It's very white.
It's easy for me. It's easy for me to just like keep it consistent that way. Okay, so this is the Happiest Hour.
Yeah.
This is the Happiest Hour, guys, if you didn't know. What is your happiness? How do you define happiness for yourself?
This is like such a good question right now because I think in general I'm very happy right now, and I think being happy with who you are as an individual and finding yourself is so important. When I finally feel like I know who I am and I know what I'm doing, and that's all a part of like, growing in life. I think it comes along with happiness, finding yourself and being true to who you are and giving 0 F's about what everybody else thinks, and giving, like, not caring, I think.
Yes.
And just doing what you love to do. I think that's true happiness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I think more people need to have the 0 Fs mentality.
Yeah.
I know I need to take that.
The 0
advice.
Fs given.
Lastly, what advice would you give 20-year-old Racquel?
Oh
What
my
advice
God.
would you give your 20-year-old
To not drink
self?
so much tequila and vodka. And dance
20-year-old
on tables.
You were bartending, right?
I was bartending.
So
I was drinking and blacking out sometimes
nice.
while I was working.
Nice.
That would be one of them, but I actually wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like being 20-year-old Racquel has brought me to where I am, you know?
Yeah.
I've messed up a lot.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I would really, like, go back and give myself any advice. Like, I think I need to, like, that's, like, the perfect age to mess up.
Yeah, to live.
To live.
Learn.
Live, learn. But responsibly, of course.
Yes. Yes. And that's how you become the person you are today.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
this is the Happiest Hour. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Go follow her if you don't already at Racquel Natasha. Go check out her blog. That's the same, racquelnatasha.com. And yeah,
You have to cheers me.
cheers, guys. Okay, so as we were talking about earlier, Racquel has like the most perfect Instagram feed. Every single photo.
Second perfect. Hers is pretty on point too.
We're both obsessive.
Yeah.
It's a disease.
It's a Leo OCD thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But hers is crazy gorgeous, and every
Thank
single
you.
photo is
Thank you.
perfection. So she's gonna walk us through step
you.
by step so we understand how to do it.
Okay, so I will usually save a photo. So from the camera roll, I'll take a photo, save it to my favorites, and then I'll first open up Facetune. Open up the photo. One of my biggest tools that I use is the patch tool. I really hate imperfections like on the wall like this because I'm so OCD about everything. I'll just run you quickly through the patch tool and I'll remove like these little imperfections here on the wall and I'll patch tool it out so it's all kind of like even and smooth. I'll remove all of that out. That's one of the tricks. Sometimes my hair is going all over the place. Another trick is the refine tool. And I'll use it, actually let's zoom in closer here. So my hair is like kind of sticking up here. Reshape, refine, and I'll kind of like style my hair.
Oh, that's smart.
With the refine tool if it's like moving too much or whatever, and then I'll take the patch tool and take that out here. Just another little imperfection. So you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I'll do all of that. Another great tool is the details, and I'll run it through like my shirt to make the stars pop.
Cute.
A lot of the metals, like my rings, my bag, around my sunglasses is like good too. Necklace, anything metal is great to make them kind of pop in the photo.
Yeah.
And then the smooth, do a little bit on the skin. Not too much, you don't want to look like Play-Doh.
You corrected me a time or two. You're like, you never smoothed your feet in that photo.
Yeah. When we
You're
were
so right though. No, I never over smoothed my feet.
Yeah.
So
just don't
true.
over smooth the foot. I was like, your foot doesn't look real. Just do a little bit so it still looks, you know, real. Okay. Then I will save it. Save to camera roll. And the next app that I will run it through is ViscoCam. So here's the photo that I saved. Pull it up. So I've saved all of my favorite filters up at the front. I really like the A's, S2, the J's are really great. So I actually learned this trick from another blogger friend of mine. S2 is to brighten the photo. Usually S2 helps brighten the photo really well. So then I'll run it through 2 filters. I'll brighten it. S2 is great for that. And then go into details and then I'll sharpen it. Usually like halfway. And then I will save it. Again. Then I'll open the same photo that I just saved and then run it through another filter on top of that.
This is no joke.
Yeah, this is like serious filter
process.
stuff. Yeah, this is a process. Then I'll usually go into like the J's and throw another filter on top of it, so it looks kind of moody.
Yeah.
You know, it gives it a little bit of like an edge. G5 is really great. See the difference?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
Can you see it on camera?
Yeah, I'll turn up like 7, 8 is good. Then I'll save that. So that's 2 filters on top. Then I will run it through Afterlight. This is the one that I was telling you about, which is a really great editing app. And open that photo, the last one. And then here you can like really, because in VSCO Cam you can either do like 1, 2, or 3. This allows you to like kind of turn it up to like
very slightly,
you know, so whether you want to do it extreme or whatever, you know, so you can kind of control to where it goes. Then I'll usually turn up the brightness. The contrast is really big. Then I'll turn down the saturation so I don't look so orange. Then I'll turn up the sharpness again in Afterlight. There we go. Save that again, and then I'll do some editing in Instagram. I really like this Luxe tool. I actually just started using it. Have you been using it?
I used to use it all the time and haven't been since I've been using like VSCO more. But
so yeah, I've actually really noticed a difference of, you know, using this to kind of make the photo pop a lot. So I'll turn up the Luxe like a little bit. Then I'll go into like more sharpening and contrast, saturation a little bit. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's done really fast. I probably went through it like,
no,
usually I'm like taking my time, but we don't have time for that.
No, this
we have an hour for one photo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it goes into the gram.
All right, you guys, so that is the 5-step process?
It's about a 5-step process.
5-step process to getting the perfect Instagram photo by Racquel Natasha.